Friends, we are here in the lush greenness, Wisconsin and Road America. Thought it was time. We're not quite at the halfway point of the Indy NXT season. We're getting there though, and wanted to check in with some drivers who are really impressing me, impressing everybody. Some of those who are putting in great work, going to be fighting for championships. Others who are making their name known. Those who are hoping to have a little bit more success on their side. So let's meet, let's get to talk with Andretti Global's most recent race winner, that being Louis Foster, his teammate, the amazing Jamie Chadwick. And we're going to jump over to the championship leader himself, the Ginger Ninja, Jacob Abel, Abel Motorsports, a big team on the rise in the NXT paddock. And then a lovely home state product who we believe his fortunes are starting to turn, Yuven, Sundaramoorthy. We're going to hear from these four kids doing big things. We hope to do an update a little later in the year on some other drivers, Miles Rowe, Michael D'Orlando, and you name it. But for now, let's get talking here with Louis Foster. Louis Foster, your NXT season is on track, going in the direction it should have been going. Tell me about the momentum you have, brother. You've been making things look a little easy lately with the quality of your results. How are you feeling at this stage of the season?
Yeah, good. I mean, we've been fast all year. I think, annoyingly, the Achilles heel for us this year so far has been a bit of qualifying on my side of things. Obviously, there's been a few results outside of my, ability to control. But yeah, I think our qualifying this year for some reason hasn't been going as well as it should have been. But I think we got that back on track now. So yeah, I mean, I'm confident going into the second half of the season, or well, second.
We won't get into percentages or halves, but yeah.
So yeah, I mean, team's doing a good job. We're all firing all cylinders. So yeah, I'm happy, and keep looking forward, trying to get more wins.
Last year was very much of a win or adversity. It seemed like you had nothing in the middle. Rarely was it ever your fault. Does it feel like that consistency that we know builds championships, as you've done already here in the States? Does it feel like that consistency is maybe starting to creep in?
Yeah, well, I think last year, after I kind of realised the championship was out of reach quite early on, just due to mistakes or bad luck or whatever, I went from a kind of championship mindset to just a winning races mindset. So it was win or bin almost, kind of most of the year, because I just wanted to win races. I knew the championship wasn't really on. Whereas this year, obviously, we're in a very different situation. So, if the best we can do this weekend is going to be fifth, then it's fifth. So, yeah, we should take what we can get and not push to get results that just aren't meant for us on each weekend, if that makes sense.
Jamie, I've been so happy to see your second NXT season go the way it should. Fast, fighting up front. Tell me about the work you've put in to be able to do this after a first year that taught you a lot, but didn't give everything you wanted. You're starting to get it now in year two.
I think that's it. I think the first year taught me a lot. Taught me what I needed for this championship, what it takes to be competitive. But it also comes thick and fast in the first year, so it's hard to make big change once you're in the season. So yeah, I knew what I needed to do in the off season. Very fortunate to be back with Andretti, to have that continuity with everything that we learned in the first year. And yeah, a lot of hard work went into the off season, mainly in strength. Just knowing what we had coming up helped a lot, but everyone else is working hard as well. So to make that difference, yeah, I was happy to come into the first few races especially and be competitive off the bat, and kind of a lot quicker than obviously I was last year.
So you came into NXT as a champ, all kinds of championships bringing you here. Tell me about where you're at mentally with where you're looking towards this season with NXT. We're not claiming another championship's going to fall in your lap, but you're doing all the things that suggest you're going to be a player in that title showdown.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually pretty frustrated with the results. We've had sort of top 5 pace at every race, it feels, but yeah, we've only had one podium, one top 5 this year. A lot of sort of, I don't like saying luck, but a lot of misfortune go against us. So yeah, I want to be fighting with those championship contenders. I'm not thinking about points or anything like that. I just want to get results, just want to get those big sort of points under my belt at some point, and yeah, that's all I'm focusing on.
Jacob Abel, the Ginger Ninja, you've been one of the great breakout stars of this NXT season. Tell me about how you're feeling. A championship is a real possibility if your form continues.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic season so far. We've gotten our first 2 wins. We've gotten a few poles. We've led every single qualifying session that we've been a part of. So yeah, just trying to carry that momentum as much as we can. Detroit wasn't perfect for us, but if those are our bad weekends, then we'll take that for sure. Really looking forward to being here at Road America. It's one of those, few tracks last year that we really feel like a win got away from us. So we're looking to capitalize on that this year and, hopefully carry that momentum to the rest of the season.
Tell us about the elevation of Abel Motorsports in a series that has 47 cars from HMD, Andretti Global champions galore. Your team is rising and rising strong between yourself, Yuven, and another teammate here soon. Tell me about punching in and being a real title contender. This is a hard thing to do.
Yeah, it's been awesome that the team is, finally really growing a lot. I think the team's always been capable for the last 3 years. I think there's been improvements for sure. There's also been improvements as me as a driver. So for those two things to finally come together and us to really be a race-winning program now, I think a lot of the other drivers and potential drivers are starting to notice that. So yeah, it's been super rewarding for me, my family, and the whole entire team to really see it grow in the past couple of years, and it's been awesome. It's something that I've always known the team is capable of, but to finally prove that to the rest of the paddock and the rest of the world has been really, really gratifying.
Yuven, we're looking at young drivers like yourself who've shown us something in the early stages of the Indy NXT season. You have had every ounce of bad luck a driver could possibly have, but I was so happy to see last weekend in Detroit, at least for a while, things went well. Tell me about this. I know it's been frustrating, but when you show us there's something here.
Yeah, it's definitely not been a very lucky season for me. Unfortunately, I've gotten used to that in the last couple of years, but eventually, the way I believe it is the tides have to turn at some point. So, no, Detroit was great. I think we were one of the fastest cars, if not the fastest car. Made a mistake in qualifying, lost some spots there, and then the race, I think, could have run up to a podium or even a better result there. So, no, just really happy with what the team's given me, and I think we definitely clicked in Detroit, so I'm really looking forward to this weekend.
Last quick thing for you. So obviously home race, a fine product of the state of Wisconsin. You and your dad, we love having you here in the series. This seems like the perfect event to really turn that page and get into the positive stuff, leave the bad luck behind. You feeling any mojo yet?
Yeah, that's for sure. That's what I've been telling myself, is I intentionally didn't finish well in Detroit so that I could get the first place here. So, no, I'm really excited. I love this place. Had some cheese curds before, so I'm ready.
Powered by cheese curds.
Subscribe to Racer and save 24% off the cover price. You'll get the print and digital editions with an issue archive through 2012. Visit info.racer.com to learn more.